Hey everyone, welcome back to Chatter. I'm just doing a little bit of mining on the full stack server right now. Nothing episode worthy, nothing interesting, just kind of digging. So I figured, it's been a while since I've had the opportunity or desire to do a bit of a chatter, but I think today might be the day. So the thing I want to talk about today actually came up the other night during the SMB live stream. Kind of in a roundabout way. Now, I think most of the people who watch me know what SMB is, but for the few of you who don't, well, it's a server, but SMB Live is a stream that is done every Tuesday night, and there's generally 4 viewpoints on screen all at once, which is great for someone like me who loves to, see everything but doesn't really have the computer to handle multi-streams, actually watching multi-streams most of the time. Oh, hi lava. And I mean, it might not be for everybody, but, at the end of the night we always discuss a topic. And the topic last night was what attracts us to a person. And, they don't really mean in, romantic way, just like in general, like why do you like the people you like? But that's not really what I'm talking about. The way chats always do, it goes a little off topic, and we kind of got onto the topic of like introversion and extroversion, and people's conceptions around that, and I don't know, I found it really interesting, and it's pretty relevant to me because I am a very strong introvert, always have been, which, you can't describe all of a person with, like, just a single word like that, but it is very handy to have a word that just kind of explains some of our tendencies. And I find a lot of people tend to assume things when they hear the word intro or extrovert, and usually they're not right. Most people, when they hear introvert, they think shy or doesn't want to talk to people. And conversely, extrovert is someone who, always wants to be talking to somebody, is very outgoing, etc. You have to be outgoing to be an extrovert, you have to be shy to be an introvert, and that's all there is to it. But, yeah, it's not really the case. The psychological definitions of introvert and extrovert, put simply, are introverts get, they recharge their energy best when they are spending time by themselves, with their own thoughts and stuff, kind of like what you might do all by yourself branch mining. And then extroverts are people who gain their energy back by being around groups of people. And that's all there is to it at all. And everyone's different, and most people exist somewhere in between the two. I mean, I think most of us enjoy talking to other people, but sometimes it just exhausts you. And I keep running into this cave. I don't really want to do caving right now, but I kind of want to look around a little bit, around the lava pool. So, here's kind of like an example from my life that explains what I mean. So, me and my mother, we both work similar jobs. We don't do the exact same thing, but our jobs are similar enough in nature that we both know what each other's talking about when, we get home from work. And in my case, I've spent the entire day, we'll pretend that's an exclamation point, talking to other people. I mean, I talk to kids because, well, I'm a lunch lady, or, well, lunchroom monitor. Every time I say lunch lady, people assume I'm serving the food. I don't serve the food. I just make sure nobody kills each other. And I've spent, the past 2.5 hours talking to people, being very, very on. And when I get home, the only thing I want to do is sit somewhere quiet and just let my brain return to a normal volume. On the other hand, my mom, who gets home at about the same time, and I love her to bits, but when she gets home, the only thing she wants to do is talk about her day. And just kind of, the way she unwinds from a day is to continue talking, and just talk, which is great, it works for her, but, in my case, she's talking to me, so I listen because I love her, and There's, not too much reason to blow her off. She is my mother after all. But, if it was up to me, I would just sit there in silence. I wouldn't even turn the TV on. I need that time to let my brain return to a normal volume. So that's kind of the difference between people sometimes. It's like, sometimes you're with a person who just needs some quiet. And just because a person doesn't want to talk doesn't mean you have ticked them off, or offended them, or that they don't like you. And I feel compelled to say this only because I always feel kind of bad telling people, no, I don't want to talk right now. Because, there have been times, like, I'm still new to the whole, let's invite people to a call thing, It is still very, very new to me, very, very new. And my endurance for it has gone up an awful lot, but, like, there have definitely been times people are like, hey, you want to do this thing together? And it's like, I don't really have time. We'll gladly rearrange for you, just come on, you can play. And it's like, I've been in calls, like, 4 times in the past 3 days, and, I don't really feel up to it, and I feel like a total jerk for saying no. And, I've caused my, it's self-induced anxiety, but I have definitely caused myself an anxiety, trying to do everything I think I ought to do, and it's just, you gotta learn your limits and stuff. And then I know people who go completely and utterly stir-crazy when they're by themselves. It's like, we're all different. Oh, hey, good, my trees are gone. Yeah. I don't know. So that's pretty much all I have to say on the topic. It's like, now, I know some people, like, I happen to be, like, a fairly shy person who is also an introvert, but I've known plenty of, outgoing, very talkative people who, they just get tired out by people. And there's definitely people who I would consider an extrovert, who are definitely pretty shy. It's just how it is. We all people. We all different. Yep, so I think that's it for chatter today. Hopefully it won't be a month and a half before the next one, but it's kind of all dependent on when I have things I want to and am willing to talk about. So, until next time, I will see you later.